So I came across this particular article from the Standard newspaper. The headline is this: Facing Uhuru Kenyatta. And you can clearly see the faces of the former head of state, Uhuru Kenyatta, the Deputy President Rigathi, and President William Samoei Ruto. The article proceeds to say that after spending 5 years bashing his predecessor, the president and his deputy appear to have a change of mind and are heaping praises on a man they have loved to hate. What is afoot and why the change? And if you can still remember very well, recently for the first time during President William Ruto's tour to the Luo Nyanza region, William Ruto was heaping praises to the former head of state, Uhuru Kenyatta, over development projects. Now that move by President William Ruto was significant, politically speaking, and I strongly believe that William Ruto wanted to achieve a certain political objective. But let me read for you this statement that William Ruto made. He said that, "I must congratulate my predecessor, President Uhuru Kenyatta, for his foresight in coming up with this Kisumu shipyard refurbishment yard. To see what we are seeing here is phenomenal." Also, the Deputy President Rigathi himself recently was seeking truce with Uhuru Kenyatta, and he made a certain statement saying that the elections are over. It is time to gather and unite our people. We have agreed that no leader will pelt former President Uhuru Kenyatta with stones because he is still our son. Now that begs a question. Do you think that there could be a possibility of William Ruto, Rigathi, and Uhuru Kenyatta to reunite ahead of the 2027 general elections? In my considered opinion, the answer is yes. Now that is the problem. That is Raila Odinga's major political headache. That is exactly what is causing the internal conflicts within the Azimio la Umoja alliance between the former head of state, Uhuru Kenyatta, and Raila Amolo Odinga. Because if there's one thing that Raila Odinga will never allow it to happen, is the unity between Uhuru Kenyatta and Rigathi for the sake of the Mount Kenya region. And that is why currently Azimio la Umoja alliance supporters and leaders are spreading the propaganda that William Ruto and Rigathi are not in good terms. Like, for example, let me read for you this statement that was made by Pauline Njoroge in her Twitter account concerning William Ruto and Rigathi fallout. She said that, "When hyena wants to eat its children, it first accuses them of smelling like goats. The isolation of Gachagua has begun, and he has already been branded as primitive. His mouth is to be blamed for this. But after they are done with him, they will accuse the Kikuyus, CSS, and the PSS of smelling like Gachagua, and the isolation will be extended to them. By the time our MPs get to speak out, it will be too late at that point, and at that point, they will also be said to be smelling like Gachagua." The main reason as to why Azimio are doing this is to hide behind the bitter truth of what is currently going on within the Azimio la Umoja alliance, which is completely dead. And that is why you cannot see Jeremiah Kioni, Martha Karua, and other Azimio leaders from the larger Mount Kenya region actively participating in Azimio political events, because everyone is currently struggling to get out of Azimio. And that simply explains as to why up to date, Raila Odinga has not yet organized to conduct several rallies in the Luo Nyanza region just to counter President William Ruto's recent successful visit to that region. You saw how William Ruto was received. But let me explain to you the reasons behind all these issues. But before that, if you're watching me up to this point, I'm requesting you to please take a second or two. I'm requesting you to please take a second or two and subscribe to my channel. You can also give this video a like so that YouTube can automatically recommend this particular video here to reach out to others, to my returning subscribers. Also, I really want to appreciate you for your continued support. And also, if you want to automatically receive the notifications updates from YouTube itself, immediately I post a video on this channel, just press the notification bell. Having said that, now let us go straight into the points. First of all, Raila Odinga will never allow Rigathi Gachagua and Uhuru Kenyatta to reunite for the sake of the Mount Kenya region, simply because Raila Odinga will definitely lose the supporters that he already has in the larger Mount Kenya region. If there's one person who helped Raila Odinga to climb the Mount Kenya region, is the former head of state Uhuru Kenyatta. And that is why Raila Odinga managed to get the amount of votes that he got in the larger Mount Kenya region. So if Uhuru Kenyatta and Rigathi Gachagua will reunite, therefore, the supporters that Raila Odinga had will shift to Rigathi Gachagua and definitely shift to the Kenya Kwanza Alliance. And that is how William Ruto will win easily in the 2027 general elections. And that is what the statement that Rigathi Gachagua has always talked about, that he wants to ensure that the Mount Kenya region is united so that he can easily manage to convince the Azimio la Umoja Alliance supporters from the larger Mount Kenya region to also shift their support to President William Samoei Ruto. That is what Raila Odinga never wants to happen. The truth of the matter here is that Uhuru Kenyatta delivered to Raila Odinga. Secondly, Raila Odinga does not want Rigathi Gachagua to reunite with Uhuru Kenyatta simply because Uhuru Kenyatta is still the pillar of Azimio la Umoja Alliance. Despite the fact that Uhuru Kenyatta has been so dormant in Azimio, he still plays a critical role in the Azimio la Umoja Alliance. If Uhuru Kenyatta will reunite with Rigathi, therefore he would have officially defected from Azimio. Therefore, the Mount Kenya region leaders from Azimio la Umoja Alliance will also definitely defect from Azimio. They will have to follow Uhuru Kenyatta, not the leaders from the Mount Kenya region alone. There are several other leaders, people like Kalonzo Musyoka and the rest, who will definitely have to follow Uhuru Kenyatta. Because I strongly believe that it was Uhuru Kenyatta who managed to persuade Kalonzo Musyoka to support Raila Odinga for the third time. Otherwise, Kalonzo Musyoka had already made up his mind never to support Raila Odinga again. So those are the kind of issues that will emerge. And the truth of the matter here is that there is no way Azimio can still sustain itself ahead of the 2027 general elections. As we go by, a lot of things will happen. The bitter fallout, a lot of betrayal is going on within Azimio. There's no way that Azimio la Umoja Alliance can still be resuscitated. It is completely dead. And finally, it is all about Raila Odinga's retirement. If Uhuru Kenyatta will defect from Azimio, what do you think Raila Odinga will still be doing? First of all, Raila Odinga's retirement has been a major political conversation that has been going around. In fact, Raila Odinga had to react because that conversation was going on even from his major political stronghold, the Luo Nyanza region. And I think even the Luos are tired of Raila Odinga's leadership. They only want to appoint someone else so that that person can lead the Luo Nyanza region to the next political move. They are demanding for Raila Odinga's retirement, but Raila Odinga does not want that to happen. If Uhuru Kenyatta will defect, if Azimio la Umoja Alliance is dead, what do you think Raila Odinga will still be doing? Do you think that Raila Odinga can sustain? Do you think that Raila Odinga can still sustain his politics within the ODM political party alone? That is not possible. In fact, as we go by, the ODM party is reducing its strength. The ODM party is no longer stronger than before. The current political party that is creating shocking waves across the country is none other than the United Democratic Alliance, allied to President William Samoei Ruto. So those are the kind of issues that are going on. So what can you say about all these issues? Let me hear your thoughts, your views and opinions on the comment section down below. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. Until next time, my name is Jason, but please don't forget to subscribe. Bye bye.